Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the optimal starter pack to have if you're just starting out with drawing or sketching. My motto is quality doesn't mean picking the highest price. Just because you use Caran d'Ache doesn't mean you're a good artist. But there's something to be said about having good basics, and that's what we're gonna do today. Because there's so many art supplies out there, and if you're just starting out, you don't really know what's a good brand, what they even need for sketching or drawing. So let's go. Of course, at first we need a sketchbook, and of course there are some very pretty sketchbooks out there, and you might be tempted to just buy anything. But I'm telling you, if you want to go for decent paper that isn't gonna rip as fast, you want to go for 90 to 120 GSM. GSM meaning grams per square meter. So it's indicating the quality and the thickness of the paper. These ones that I've shown, these are from Paper Blanks, but I also have some from Leuchtturm. This has not that thick of a paper, so it's not as great, but I'm just using it for sketching animals, for example, and it's just for my own personal use. So I don't mind if the paper is a little thinner or see-through, but you can always, this is DIY. But you can always just use any sketchbook you like. I'm just suggesting. So this, for example, is just for anatomy sketching, and it's just any paper that I've used. But this is just for starting out if you want to have a good high quality sketchbook. If you want to go for loose pieces of paper and not a bound sketchbook, I do recommend Castle Art. Very affordable, very good quality. This is 98 GSM, so also great thickness. You will not see through these papers, and they're also in varying sizes. This also has 100 sheets. Try getting to 100 sheets of paper by sketching. That's gonna take a long time. So definitely also recommend them. I also know they have colored pencils. Haven't tried them yet, so I don't know about them, but the paper is really good, very affordable, also available on Amazon. And if you work with watercolors or, for example, markers, like these Aru markers, you will know it will bleed through normal paper, even 90 to 120 GSM paper. Use watercolor paper. This is very great, Clairefontaine watercolor paper, very affordable. You can also find this on Amazon or in stores. And this is just a very thick paper, kind of like cotton. And yeah, I do recommend getting that if you're into doing more color, whether it is just markers or watercolors. I feel like it is also a good time to tell you that this isn't sponsored or any type of ad. It's just my personal experiences with these brands and stuff like that. So going on to the next one, pencils, most important for drawing and sketching. I use these ones by Faber-Castell. These are 6 Castell 9000s, and these have 6 different types of thickness and smoothness of the pencil. I don't have them in here anymore. I have them in my little pouch, so I'm gonna show you them like this. I know they're already pretty beaten up, but that's how you can see that I'm being very truthful about these. And these are in 6 different types of smoothness, I would say. So we have an HB, we have a B pencil, a 2B, 4B, 6B, and an 8B pencil. And why do you need more than one pencil? Well, for example, the 8B pencil is very smooth. It's great for just like not fine lines, but vague lines and sketching. And if you want to be more bolder and more confident with your lines, you use, for example, the HB, which is a very bold stroke, a very bold line. They're not the cheapest on the market, but you pay a little more and they last a lifetime. I've been using them since, I think, beginning of 2022. We have now 2025 and I'm constantly sketching things with them. So they really do go a long way. And moving on to fine liners. If you want to do things like Inktober, you want a good set of fine liners. So again, this is not an ad. It's again Faber-Castell. These are the Pitt Artist pens. These are 4 different thicknesses. So 103, 105, 107, and then B for big, I don't know. You can see it. So these are also very good. I constantly go through them because I use them a lot. I use them a lot. So, but they're very good quality, and you only need 4. So I know that also in terms of fine liners, the Micron fine liners are also good quality. I have only used them once though, a very long time ago, so I don't know about today's quality and today's prices. So I'm just suggesting these, but if you're thinking about Micron, I think they're also a very good choice. So these I think are the very basics. Something I would also kind of consider a basic, but you don't really need it for the beginning. But if you do think about like doing highlights on your drawing, like doing the light in the eyes of your characters or something like that, then I do recommend the Jelly Roll Bright White Gel Liners. These are also in 3 different sizes, 105, 108 and 10. Again, I've been using them 2023 pretty much almost every time, and they hold up very well. Also, what I forgot to mention, fine liner wise, Kuretake. I have this one in brown because I thought it would be cool to also kind of do line work in brown. This is also a very good brand for fine liners. Little more pricier, but also a very good brand. Now, if you want to go for more colorful illustrations, when it comes to colored pencils, you probably all know Prismacolor. I do have one. It's expensive. If you're going for anything like pencils and, you know, just collections, don't go for the 250 pieces colored pencils or 300 pieces. I also have like Uhuhu markers. They're also smaller, the smaller packet, and it's still a little bit too hefty for my liking. Don't go on these. I know this is kind of a dream to have these big setup with all these colored pencils and stuff like that. Don't go there. If you're going there, use, this is like 36. It's enough. It's enough. But if you want to go more affordable, which I think is more affordable, the Arteza color pencil are very good, very easy to blend. This also comes in a very nice thing here. They're also a little beaten up because I've been using them for years. Yeah, but they come in this metal case, and they're also a very good choice to make. So if you want to go a little bit not cheaper in quality, but cheaper in price, I recommend Arteza. I also think Prismacolor is good, but whatever you do, don't go over 50 colors. That's too much. That's simply too much, overwhelming. You won't need it. And if you're a watercolor fan, I am a watercolor fan, but I lose some nerves. These more high quality travel packets, these pocket sets of watercolors, which have very compact color pigments in them. So you see they're very small compartments, but they're very high in pigment, so you actually get a lot for your money. This is from Winsor & Newton. There are also other brands. I do think this is a very good choice because how often are you rebuying this, you know? And a little brush that you can take on the go, which is kind of cool. So you can also travel with this. So I do say Winsor & Newton is a very good choice. It is a more pricey choice, but these type of pocket watercolor sets are mostly better quality if you want to have like a good standard watercolor set. What can also be useful is a blending stump. I don't personally own them or use them, but I've seen other people who do more realistic portraits and stuff that use them. But if you're just starting out, use things like cotton balls or tissues, because if you don't like the style and want to go more stylized, then you have this blending stump and you don't know what to do with it. So try it out, and if you think, okay, that's kind of what I want to go for, then I feel like you can splurge. But yeah, there's also something I wanted to mention. So when it comes to erasers and sharpeners, I'm sorry, I wish I could give you a professional experience on erasers, but I use these ones. These are those childhood erasers, and I'm currently using obviously the one who's literally broken in half and dirty, and I don't even know where it's coming from. So this is me saying you don't need like a crazy eraser. Don't spend too much money on those. But I think the kneaded erasers, I think I have one. The kneaded erasers are also very good if you want to have one who does not get filthy all the time, because I think you can clean them more. And in terms of sharpeners, this is the one I use again, Faber-Castell. I'm sorry, if you're bored of Faber-Castell and you don't like it, this is probably not the video for you. But I'm very confident in Faber-Castell products. Again, not an ad. I have this since high school, middle school, and it's still working. It's full right now. I'm not gonna open it, but you open it like this. Okay, you know, it's very compact, very on the go, and what can I say? I do recommend this one. So that's about it. If you found this helpful in any sort of way of making a decision of getting certain products or looking out for certain things, please give this video a thumbs up or follow me, because I'm gonna do way more videos for beginners or people who just want to get a little bit more informed about these things. There's also going to be more inspirational things coming, so stay tuned. I wish you a nice rest of your Sunday. If you're watching this immediately on Sunday, this goes up on a Sunday. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!